And it's the Mavericks for the ball. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be this.
We got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Levine feeling it out of it. The kick out to Irving.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Irving for three.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Levine. He's defended by Pajemski. Levine passes to Irving. Goes back up. And the rejection by MP. Pass to Moody. Back to Alston. Looking for Richards and gets it there. With one on the clock. And another one.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. Back right after this.
Welcome, folks. Played a lot of action in the first half with an incredible display of brilliance by MP. And guys, you both know what it takes to get going on a hot start like this.
Yeah, but the difference is that I actually shot the ball. You can't get hot when you're just dunking it like Shaq does. Baby hooks, whatever. Is that hot when you're just dunking it?
Jimmy, as a former member of the Suns and the Heat, I am the master of Jimmy time. Therefore, you are overruled on the matters of warmth.
Sorry, Jed, I don't know if you can argue with that kind of logic. I can't. And now, how about those first two quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Warriors.
The biggest reason they're up, MP, he's on a mission, doing just about everything. This team really leans on him.
I was on a few teams that leaned on me. Big responsibility, but MP, it's good so far.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributed?
I heard it's commotion outside. They ain't got no motion. We got.
It's gonna be the best time of the year.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. End of quarter heaves don't count toward a player's three-point percentage.
I love it.
My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Not anymore, though.
Absolutely. Very, very true.
And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Pajemski out there with MP. Then it's Anthony Black, and it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Sometimes the people on your family tree.
And it's small and powerful. It'll be flagged in Davis. Zach LaVine is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Gafford in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we've only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Cavaliers, he just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories.
Times change. Trying to redecorate my life, switch the pictures in my mind frames.
A pair of first overall picks to the front court. Flag and Davis. Kyrie Irving out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double.
Something like vibrato, but eventually we find this. If you mention all the times that you acted wild and mindless, rewind it to simply just align that. Minus sign that changed the sum of our lives, man. It's victory, it's timeless.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or 2.
And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about
so many watches I done purchased, but I still ain't buying time. You see doubt is like a brain from man, torture those alive. So I'm asking God to please remove this evil from my mind, yeah. I wanna live without these chains on me. So much dirt, I wanna live without these stains on me. Lord, I need your grace on me. God, I live to see your face only. In my faith only.
And Richards comes to help. So on the floor for Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Anthony Black. Then there's Nick Richards. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Alston in at the point. And in recent years, we've seen the value of 3-and-D wings skyrocket, Richards.
And that trend came right about the end of my career. So I never got to cash in on one of those big 3-and-Ds. But I did win a championship playing that role. So, you know, there's that.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, BA, the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Oh, great stuff, Allie.